So, we're going to dive back in. So, you guys hear a voice beside you coming from the, I guess, trees, if that's what you want to call it. There's like a kind of trees and like a wooded area that is like the dead end that you ran into. And you hear a voice call out and say, I wouldn't do that. As Sparta's going to whack. And everybody sort of like turns their attention toward where this voice came from. And you can see a dark figure, because they are sort of hidden still in the tree line. They kind of step forward. And a tall and slender man who you guys immediately, well, do I want to say you would recognize? I'm going to make you guys roll. See how good your memories are. Everyone roll a intelligence and awareness. Let's see who can have good memories. I feel like you guys always roll well on these.
Not me tonight. So far, all of mine have been shit.
Yeesh, I've been just rolling tens, bitch. Double 10 again. Fucking 5 successes.
Jesus. I mean, to be
3
fair,
success.
I've been rolling really well for Colette too. I got double crit as well. 1, 2, 3, 4.
My fortune is
6.
with me.
Okay.
Praise.
6.
Mine's average to bad. Only 3.
3. Okay. Colette got 6. Nick's got 5.
4
You said
successes.
4. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like all of you guys would remember. I'll put the difficulty at 2. So, because this was a pretty memorable moment in your lives, so you would probably not forget it. All of you, as you look over and you're watching this figure step out of the shadows into the light, you immediately recognize him as one of the ghosts that was at the tomb that night. He is the male, because remember, there was a male and a female. And he doesn't look like a ghost this time, though. He appears to be real, like, person. But you do immediately recognize him as one of the ghosts that you saw that night at Marie is her name? It's tomb.
Well, fancy seeing you here. I activate fleetness. 9. Rouse check passed.
Sparta just yells, "You!"
You made me snot. Sorry. I like laughed and snot flew out my nose. TMI. He's gonna look at you guys and he's slowly making he's like still walking towards you guys. He doesn't seem to be using any caution.
I activated fleetness. I have my freaking double blades. I'm gonna fleet on his back and like try to like stop him like that.
You're gonna get on him. As soon as you get on him, you are instantly in pain. And you fall to the ground.
10 to 10.
1 second. I should have left my book open to this. So if you jumping on his back, you said?
No, I'm not trying to jump on his back. I'm trying to like.
Well, you're up against him.
Yeah, but I would come in contact with
Yeah.
him. I'm not like jumping on him.
Okay. As soon as
I was trying to do the.
Yeah, you up behind him. Yep. No, as soon as you make contact with his body, before you can even go to make an attack against him, you are. Where is it? Oh, wait, I have to roll. That's right. To see how much damage is done. Hold on a second. I apologize. I meant to leave it open to this page and then I closed it. Where the fuck is the roll, man? Ah, here. A second, I'm confused. Sorry. Oh, that's right. If it's a critical win. Okay. Spend a willpower. So what do I have to roll? Ah, ritual roll. That's right. Okay, here. Intelligence plus blood sorcery. Oh, God. I've been rolling really good tonight. Let's see if my rolls, if this goes for the enemy. Oh, yes, it does. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's a crit. So sadly, you just took 3 points of aggravated damage because it was a critical win. So, okay, so
I think I might be pretty much incapacitated at this point.
Yeah, you're pretty damn hurt. Because it was a critical win. Last time when Sparta touched this, it wasn't a critical win. Yeah.
Shit.
Okay. So you immediately are screaming in pain as soon as you touch this person. And just like that night when he touched the ward, you are just in you're out of your mind, so to speak. You can't think. You're sort of in a way incapacitated because you're it sent you into a frenzy because you're in so much pain right now. So you've taken 3 points of aggravated damage, which you're okay, right? Because your health is 5.
5. Yeah,
Okay.
which means that I have 2 left.
Let me see what that will put. Let me see if that puts you at the point of being unconscious. I think it might. Yeah, I believe you're correct. There's too many things to have tabs. I don't think I have this one tabbed, unfortunately. Do I? It's compulsion. That's not what I need. I need to just go through and take pictures of all of the charts in this thing and just have them on my phone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the chart, I can never remember what fucking pages the charts are on.
No, and also it's so disorganized in that sense. It's so sad.
It really is. I'm just going to say yes. Because I feel like I'm correct. And you feel like I'm correct, right? Can we agree that you're
I mean, 3 out of 5.
I think you're
maybe
stunned.
not unconscious.
You're stunned.
But I'm definitely incapacitated at the moment.
Hold on, because this is gonna bother me. This is the problem with being a fucking Virgo. Damn it. Fucking
Need to know
perfectionist.
Well, rip. Let me grab my other character sheet really fast.
Sorry, you guys.
No.
I like to be prepared for these things, but sometimes as prepared as you want to be, there's still things that happen. Why can't I find the freaking damage shit? Oh, I think I do have this marked. Oh, it's right here. Ugh, look at you, Jenna. Just fucking pay the fuck attention to what okay. 3, yeah, okay, so you're stunned. So it says this is a crippling injury, and you can spend 1 point of willpower or lose a turn. So basically, like I was saying, you're kind of out of your mind. It's sent you into that, and the only way to get out of that now is to roll a willpower, basically. So you're stunned for this scene. Okay. Mm-hmm. Sorry, everyone. I hate when that
seeing her get dropped, Sparta's going to try to do his double bunny hop thing jump over the guy, grab Nyx, and then jump back to the group.
Before you can even react, because she reacted so quickly, as soon as she fell off of him, he disappears. You can't see him now.
He'll still do his bunny hop move.
Yeah. So he's gone from your view. Your 3 anyway. Because you guys actually no. He wouldn't be gone. Explain again what you were doing.
Sparta's gonna jump to where Nyx is, grab her,
Mm-hmm.
and then back to the group.
Okay. Yeah, he wouldn't have disappeared. So you do that. That's fine. And she is sort of seems incapacitated in some sense. Like she's like not doesn't look in her right mind, obviously. And he's gonna look towards you guys and he's sort of like, well, that wasn't the best choice, now was it?
Who are you and what do you want? And what did you do to her?
I think the better question is what are you doing here?
I think the better question is, what are you doing here? We're here for a reason.
You sure about that?
Nobody's supposed to know about this place, so yeah, you answer first.
Is it your name that's on the wall?
No. Is your name on the wall?
That's what I thought. So, why are you here?
Sparta will look at Alejandro and Colette and be like, guys? And we'll look back at the person and be like, we're here to help somebody. Why are you here?
1 second. Okay. I need you, Sparta, to roll a intelligence and resolve.
Finally, 4 successes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beat you by 1.
Shit.
Okay. So, he's going to look at you and he's going to say, I'm asking the questions. No more talking. And you want to respond, but you can't. It's like someone has taken control of your body. And it's a little confusing because you're kind of like, it's like in your mind, you're like willing yourself to speak, but you can't. You're just like, I'm stuck there. You can move, you just can't speak anymore. Colette is Colette's just like, God damn it. Like, where do these people keep coming from? She's got her hands up. She's like, okay. We're here looking for Lindsey. Why are you here? He keeps his eyes on Sparta. And he says, I'm here protecting Lindsey. Colette's going to be like, okay, so I think we're on the same team. What's with all of the, you know, theatrics? What is happening here? He's still got his eyes, you know, on you, Sparta, and he's gonna laugh. And we are most definitely not on the same team, but it is my responsibility to protect Lindsey at all costs. So, what is your business? Why are you looking for her? We were told she was hurt, and this is where she would be if she was hurt. So we were just coming here to see if she was okay, because we think she's hurt. That's all we know. He is going to... One second. He's going to break eye contact with Sparta, so you can now speak. He's going to say, okay, who told you Lindsey was hurt? What exactly happened?
We were at the Elysium, and Lindsey was attacked by some strange person who summoned some weird thing, and she got hurt.
Vincent.
Yes, Vincent. She was able to escape, and we were able to trace her back to here.
You spoke to Vincent.
I like ran from him, but yes.
That is a good decision on your part. All right. He is going to... We'll see how this goes. Which one do I want to do? No, we're not gonna do that. Hold on a second. Trying to decide.
This is straight up fucked, guys.
Fuck it. We're gonna see how it goes. So I need Alejandro, Sparta. I need you to roll a wits and resolve, please. Where's Colette's? I have too many character sheets.
Four successes. 2 of them were crits.
2 crits?
Yeah.
So 4 total, or
4 total, but 2 of the dice were crits. I don't know
so
if crits
6.
come with this.
6.
5. That includes 1 crit. So 3 solos.
5?
1 crit.
No, you don't. The only time you double a crit is if there's 2 crits.
Yeah.
All right, then 4.
4. Okay. Okay, so I'm rolling against Colette first. So she got... Oh, this is going to be a lot of rolling. Hold on.
Yeah.
Stand by. Okay. Colette got 3. Colette's fucked. But if it doesn't work for everybody, then it doesn't really matter, so. But he won't know that. 4. What is it? Oh, dominate. Okay. 4 and 4. Okay, this is against Colette. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so she got a low. I said 3, right? Okay, so before he does what he's about to do, he is going to reply to whenever you guys said that you ran away from Vincent. He's going to say, well, it seems that the plans are in motion. And he's going to look at Colette and he's going to say, forget. And he's going to look at Sparta. What was your total, Sparta? 2, 3, 4.
6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my god. You're not going to believe this. I literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with 2 crits. I will show you guys. Literally. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it. Oh, you can't? Fuck it. Anyway, I swear it's real. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that would be 7. So he beats you and he looks at you and he says, forget. He looks at Alejandro. Alejandro, yours was 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the problem with going against these big pools. All 3 of you, forget. Boom, boom, boom. All 3 of you have been instructed to forget. Nyx is not even paying attention. She's not able to focus right now. Unless you want to roll a willpower. But you're kind of, because your brain is being fried. Get out of here,
How
bud.
much is the difficulty of the willpower roll?
I don't fucking know. I mean, he'll just make your mind forget too, but if you're gonna go against it.
I mean, I'm literally where, like, in Spartus's arms, like, kind of, like, zoned out.
Either in his arms or if he set you down on the ground, I'm not sure. Somewhere right there with them. It would be a willpower roll, difficulty 4.
It's my willpower
And she would
5.
probably still be in the arms just because in case something went wrong, he would have thought to like get out even further.
Oh,
like
just kidding. No, you can't win. You can't win this. I apologize. It says or a 7 for a critical success. You can't even get a 7. Sadly. Because his roll was a critical
No way.
success. So there's no way for
Oh my
you to
God.
actually will yourself out of this into like a successful thing. Okay. Well, that's that. So he erases all of your memories of the last few minutes. And he's going to slowly back up into the shadows of the trees, and then he is gone. And you guys are all sort of like looking around, and Colette is like,
hell just happened?
weren't you gonna hit that thing? What are we doing?
You're still holding me and I'm unconscious.
Why am I holding Nyx?
Oh God,
I
did
don't
she
know,
touch
Beauty
it?
and the Beast?
Literally your entire, like, because this probably would have only been like 5 minutes roughly of this happening, but from the moment he showed up, it's all gone. So you guys literally are just like, oh God, did she touch it? Like,
Okay, one question.
yeah.
Everything, because he didn't manipulate my brain while I was unconscious. So I do remember before.
Well, sure, but you don't remember him saying his connection to Lindsey. That's why he wanted them to
Oh, no,
forget.
no.
He doesn't care
Of
if you know
course.
who he is, or he
But-
remembers you.
Right.
The reason he made them forget
but, like,
is
I
because
would remember before, obviously, I got
Yeah.
stunned.
you would remember him coming out of the shadows, and that was it. You'd remember him coming out of the shadows and going to attack him. But you wouldn't. The only reason he made them forget is because he revealed his connection to Lindsey, which is a big piece of the puzzle.
I don't know what happened. What happened to Nick?
I think she touched that
I don't
thing.
fucking know.
God,
Well,
look, Colette's gonna
the one
like
that was gonna hit it.
rub her temples, like she's trying to like will herself to remember, like what's happening.
Sparta looks confused as hell. He's like, "But I was the one that was gonna hit it."
I don't know. Let's try to like wake her up. What, like, I guess because you guys are looking at her. You're not incapacitated. You're not like unconscious. You're just like disoriented at this moment. And you went into a frenzy when you first got hurt, because that's one of the other things that these particular things do, is they make you like freak out. So the frenzy would be finishing, and you would kind of just be like stunned. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, you're not passed out. You're just like,
Okay.
the fuck is, like, confused. Because you're...
Where is the guy? Where's the guy?
Think about, like, if you had a bad concussion, basically.
There was a guy, guys. There's a guy. Be careful.
There's a guy? Colette's gonna, like, take her gun out, and she's, like, looking around, just like, I don't see any guys.
What guy are you talking about?
One of the ghosts was here, and I tried to attack. Yeah, remember the ghost in the tomb of Marie? Whatever it was.
What?
We're under the bridge, remember?
What is wrong with you guys? We were just talking to this guy. What the fuck?
Are you high?
There's...
How the fuck am I gonna be high?
Look around. You're the only one that can see things that we can't see. Do you still see him somewhere? And Colette's like, Colette believes you, but she's like, I can't see him. Like, is he...
No.
Maybe your eyes can see him and we can't, because she knows your ability. So she's maybe thinking like,
I can't see anything. He was here, and I went to try to attack him, but as soon as I touched him, I felt immense pain, and I don't know what happened afterwards. And then
wait, you tried to touch him?
no, him. She didn't.
I tried to attack him.
Keep up.
What?
She tried to attack him and she got hurt? Did he hurt you?
Yeah.
How do we not remember any of this?
Yeah, I don't remember any of that. Well, first off, are you strong enough to stand?
I don't know. I have 3 aggravated
You're
damage. How does that like? Do I have broken bones inside of me? Probably for the impact.
I guess you can roleplay it however you want. It doesn't really specify how it actually injures your body. To me, it seems more of like a mental thing. Like if you read about like how wards work and shit like that, it seems like to have this like weird psychic
attack.
Yeah, like energy, but I'll just let you decide how you want her to be injured from that. If you want it to be like it was like this force impact, then sure. You know, you can roleplay it.
Yeah, how I was like thinking about it, it's like that
like
boom,
like a force field type thing.
Like a shock grenade or whatever that like has a shock, so it shocks your entire body, mind, body. So like maybe she has a few like broken ribs or something, you know?
Yeah, you can play it however you want.
Something like that, yeah. Well, I don't know, Abby, you're holding me. I'm hurting. It definitely hurts. I don't know what happened. But I can try. Just put me down gently, please.
He'll gently kind of just put her feet on the ground while still holding her, just in case she collapses or anything like that.
And she's like, I think there's something broken. But I think my legs are okay, but I don't think I can be very useful tonight.
So You said this guy looked like the ghost. It was the same ghost from the tomb?
Yes. Do you remember? Do you remember there was a woman and a man?
Yeah,
The
I
two ghosts.
don't think I'll ever forget those people. They were quite terrifying.
The man was here, and the man stopped you, Sparta, from hitting the ward.
What did he say about the ward?
He said he didn't say anything. He said just don't. I wouldn't do that. That's what he said. And then we turned around. I think everybody recognized him. I just thought that having, you know, the element of surprise, but I don't know, maybe he, what is it? He does some voodoo shit, right? So obviously he might have done some voodoo shit to himself, because as soon as I got close to him to try to block him there so we could talk to him, it felt like a whole explosion like hit me. And after that I don't remember anything. I just like am regaining consciousness right now, and you are all being very weird.
I swear these people need to stop fucking with our heads.
But what was he doing here?
How would he even know about
I don't
this
even
place?
remember him. I don't know what he was doing here. I'd
This
love
place
to
is supposed
ask
to be
him, hey
secret.
guy, are you here? Colette's just like, she's just like, this. I hate this.
Like, I don't remember anything. And this place is supposed to be really secret, so I don't even know how the ghost
I think
from...
we should leave. I think we should leave now.
Okay, I'm not
But-
gonna
And
argue.
I think we should go and check on Catalina. Because if they know where Lindsey is in the most secret places, I am scared that they might have already gotten to Catalina at this point.
We need to call somebody, because Lindsey is in there hurt.
Well, you can possibly, like...
Well, it doesn't seem like
maybe-
anybody can get in there, so maybe she's safe.
Yeah,
Maybe-
if the guy was outside, maybe he was just, like, trying to
Maybe
wait
he
for
can't
her.
get in either.
Yeah,
Like,
maybe he was just waiting for her to get out. But at this point, like, this is useless to us. We need to go and check on the prince. This doesn't look right.
All right. Does anybody know where the prince is?
nope.
So we still have to call somebody.
I'll call Penelope. And Colette's gonna, like, step off. She's gonna, step over near the woods. 'Cause
No,
she
don't
do-
go over there.
Ah! Okay.
Nuh-uh. Come over here. No. Enter the car and call her in there. We'll, like, go away. Don't go in there. The guy was there. Crazy motherfucker.
Okay.
Well, we don't... What? The ghost came from the woods?
She's gonna, like, get in the car, like, God.
I am so fucking confused right now. Like, I don't remember what... I know what we're doing here. I don't remember what the fuck you're talking about. You're seeing some shit.
I'm not seeing some shit. Clearly, these people can fuck with our heads, okay? You guys already had hinted it before, apparently at the motel, which I still don't understand. And then now, probably now.
Now you realize that they can fuck with your head. Something me and Sparta has been saying for a fucking long damn time.
Why are you fucking
That sweet
yelling?
little old lady wasn't that fucking sweet.
Why is he freaking out right now?
Honestly, I don't think we have time for this. I
I
believe
don't
you.
have time for this. I have broken bones in my body and I'm hurting and I don't want to deal with this shit. And you guys don't even remember that there was like a fucking powerful ass vampire that you can't literally touch because if not, it's like an exploding bomb on your body. So, yeah, this is kind of grave and like, no, Alejandro, this is not the time to throw a temper tantrum. I never said that I didn't believe you. I just said that, like you said, I don't remember. So,
I'll just calm
When
down. We
all the
don't have.
yelling started, Colette just like slowly started rolling the window
You
up.
know, I'm just gonna call the fucking ghost MC Hammer then.
Look, let's all just calm down. Clearly, something happened, and we don't know what. But we know we
I'm
have to. We
gonna
have to
like
move on.
go very slowly to my Porsche and I'm gonna open the door. I'm gonna sit myself in there. Ow. And close it the door and close it the car.
Lock. Everyone's locked out.
Fucking talk to me.
God. This fucking dysfunctional group.
This coterie is a fucking mess.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Meanwhile, Colette's on the phone with Penelope and relaying this strange information to Penelope of whatever she's been basically told because she doesn't quite remember what the fuck's going on or what just happened. And she's gonna roll the window back down and be like, okay, get in, guys. We gotta get out of here.
Sparta will walk over to Nix's car and knock on the passenger side. She's injured, and he's not going to leave her alone.
Open car.
He gets in.
Okay. So, Alejandro gets in with Colette. Unless he's riding in the trunk.
Trunk Alejandro.
Which I don't think anybody would be opposed to. So Colette's gonna kind of do a U-turn and start driving out of this strange road you guys are on. And she's gonna start driving away, and she's gonna tell Alejandro, she's in the car with him, that Penelope and Ashley haven't been able to locate Prince Catalina.
Oh boy, this. Yeah. I'm just gonna text Sparta because guess gonna relay that information. Alejandro texts Sparta. Well, the dearest prince hasn't been found yet. ...
Sparta will look at Nix and say, I think the prince is missing. Penelope and Ashley can't get a hold of her. Apparently, from what Alejandro and his golem speak said.
Well, sounds like we should all leave this city and go to another city. Like,
I hear
you
her
know, do like let's move, you know, like experience life somewhere else.
I hear Hawaii's nice this time of year.
I don't think Hawaii would probably be the best bet. Maybe like a little bit north from here where the winters are longer. There's more darkness throughout the year.
Ooh, they have great hunting in Alaska.
Sure. We just need to move out when it's summer, I guess.
So you guys are following Colette
Yeah, I'm
as you
following
drive
Colette when
along.
we're having this
Yeah, yeah.
conversation.
Talking about relocating. Very fair at this point.
I mean, to be honest,
She's like,
fuck.
you know, I heard Wisconsin's nice this time of year.
I heard that there's very new, like very cool, like nice property in New Hampshire. Like isolated, not many people, you know, cute, quiet,
No crazy takeovers to worry about.
no crazy shit going.
That's funny. So, you're driving along, and you notice that you are leaving the Ventru area. So you two are not really quite sure where the hell you're going, because you would assume that Prince Catalina would live in her domain. So you're kind of confused. But you're driving along, and you begin to get to familiar terrain, and you realize that you are in the Tremere territory. So clearly you're not going to Catalina's house. You're going somewhere else. A few minutes go by, and you pull up to a farmhouse very similar to Ronaldo's, but it is not Ronaldo's. But it is a similar type of farmhouse with lots of land and whatnot, a little barn on the property. And when you pull up, you notice that there is a crowd of people in the backyard. And no, wait a second. Just kidding. You guys don't go there. You guys do actually go to Ronaldo's house. I apologize. I got mixed up with what I was doing. You guys go to Ronaldo's house. So you pull up. You're at Ronaldo's house. You recognize this, obviously. You used to live here. And you get out and you see a group of people sort of in the backyard doing their little seance-y voodoo shit. And Colette gets out and starts walking to the backyard. Soon as she kind of gets close, she's like, "Hey guys, sorry to interrupt, what you're doing here."
Shit his
They look up and they kind of like look over, and Ronaldo's like, "Oh, Colette, how are you doing? What are you doing here?" And I'm assuming everybody followed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
getting
Okay.
out of the thing, like kind of like moving slowly and like definitely not okay. But if I
Sparta will
find,
look
if I
at
am,
her.
yeah, I'm gonna be like holding on to like Sparta for sure.
Okay.
You're like, do you want a piggyback?
No, nothing touching me. No, I'm hurting. It's fine. It's fine. I'll deal with it.
Okay. So, Ronaldo acknowledges Colette and's like, "Oh, what are you doing here? This is quite the surprise." She's like, "I'm really sorry to interrupt what you guys are doing here, but when's the last time you guys heard from Imani?" And he's gonna like look around at everyone and be like, "I don't know, I haven't spoken to her tonight. Is everything okay?" And she's like, no, everything's not okay. Everyone important seems to be missing right now. There was an attack at the Elysium, some old guy named Vincent, and when she says that name, he kind of like perks up and he's like, "Vincent?" And she's like,
yeah, the scary guy
evil,
in
black
the
eyes.
jail.
Yeah.
Still.
Lindsey's hurt.
Well, he didn't know he was in jail. And he's like, "Yeah, okay. Well, we should probably go and see where Imani is." And he like looks like kind of panicked. Like you can kind of see like all of the Tremere that are there now. There's like, I don't know, a handful of them, 3 or 4. They're all kind of like, "Oh God, like Imani might be in trouble."
Ronaldo,
So,
do you have something to like fix me up? Some voodoo shit that you can do to like, I got really hurt by I think one of your kind and they don't even remember it.
I can't. I don't think they can heal. If they can, I don't know.
No, I don't think they can.
Okay,
but
okay. I was gonna say I don't
I'm-
think that's a thing, unless I missed
There
it.
is one clan that can do that, but not him.
Yeah,
Not them.
he's gonna kind of be like, no, I wish I could, but there's not
What
anything I can
do-
do.
Okay, is there a way? So there was this kindred that as soon as I touched him, I felt like an explosion.
Okay,
What is that, and how do we
I don't know what that means.
fix it?
What do you mean?
Apparently, it was the same ghost from the tomb.
It
We
was
don't.
definitely somebody of your kind.
Okay, let's find Imani, and then we can talk about whatever's happening here. And he's gonna start walking to Colette's car and get in the passenger seat. Colette's just gonna follow him. The other Tremere start walking the other direction, like away from the house, like across the yard. You're not really sure where they're going. And when he gets in the car and Colette gets in, she's gonna be like, tell me everything that happened, like what happened at the Elysium. And as they're driving to Imani's farm, she also lives on a farm. All of the Tremere live on farms. They're super cute. Colette basically relays all of the information about what happened at the Elysium, like all full detail of what took place. And then you guys, it doesn't take that long, just takes a couple of minutes. And whenever you guys get there, he says, just stay in the car and I'm gonna go look inside. And he's like, I think I know where Imani and Catalina are. And he's gonna jump out of the car and like kind of run. And it's Ronaldo run. And a few minutes go by, he comes back out and he jumps back into the car with, I'm assuming, Alejandro and Colette. So I'm assuming Sparta's still probably in their car.
Yeah.
And he's like, so he looks at Colette and he's like, so Nick's pushed all the buttons? And Colette's like looked a little confused and she's like, yeah. And he's like, okay, were the buttons glowing or were they flashing? She's like, I think they were flashing. And she kind of like looks back at Alejandro and she's like, they were flashing, right?
Yeah, I think they were flashing.
They were flashing. And he's like, we need to go to the Elysium. Everyone's at the Elysium. And Colette's like, what do you mean everyone's at the Elysium? He's like, that box that you guys were using is a way to communicate to people that they need to meet Prince Catalina at the Elysium. That's one of the way that they communicate. And she's like, okay. So everyone's at the Elysium?
Is even Catalina's number there?
Catalina's number? Sorry, this is hard to do without giggling. Yeah, Catalina has a button.
Okay. Yeah, then I might have to go to the Elysium.
Okay, do the Elysium. Colette's just gonna like do a U-turn and be like, text the others.
Alejandro takes up his phone, the text part out. We're going to the Elysium. We summoned every single one by pushing all the buttons.
I don't know why this got so funny.
Not half as bad.
Oh.
Sparta will look at Nix and say, I don't think we should have pushed the buttons.
What do you mean?
Maybe we should have counted to 10.
My face hurts.
Apparently everybody's going to the Elysium when we pushed all the buttons.
She's not gonna say anything. She's just, at this point, like, she's like, yeah, just let me die. Like, that's her demeanor, literally. She's like, I don't.
It's like, great. We're responsible for this.
Sparta will pat her
Oh.
shoulder and he'll be like,
Just
trust me,
kill me.
I understand.
Oh,
It'll
okay.
be okay. Next
Alright.
time we'll count the...
It broke me. Okay. So, you guys begin driving back to the Elysium. Colette's driving fairly fast this time. In a rush because she's not really sure what's waiting there for you guys, because when you left there was bad people there, so she's anxious to arrive. And as soon as you guys get onto the street where the Elysium is, there's a lot of cars around. You guys notice there are a lot more cars parked on the streets, this particular street, than usual. That all the other times you guys have been there. And when you pass the little VIP area, there's a whole bunch of cars parked inside there as well. So everyone's a little, like, you can see that Ronaldo is right. You have summoned a bunch of people to this area. So Ronaldo's gonna, like, as soon as she parks, Colette parks, Ronaldo's gonna kind of hop out. He's like, this is urgent. Like, oh my god, is everyone gonna be dead inside? Like, what's going on? So he hops out and kind of like hurries in, and Colette obviously follows, and I'm assuming everybody at this point. And as soon as you guys get into the courtyard, you can already see there's like little like groups of people even in the courtyard kind of gathered. So you kind of get the sense that, okay, obviously there's no fighting going on here. People are maybe not dead. Otherwise, I don't think people would be standing up in the courtyard. But there are a couple of like just like one or two little groups of people, 2 or 3 people standing and talking as you rush your way through the courtyard and down into the big main room. And when you get down into the big main room, you see more people, and you see a lot of people that look like guards that are probably these very important people that you've summoned to the Elysium's ghouls and guards that kind of guard them. And everyone seems like the energy is like kind of just confusion at this point, because they're like, they're putting together the pieces to whatever the fuck happened before they were summoned here. So they just showed up to a fucking bloodbath in the cells, and they don't really know what happened. So, you guys do see, who would be there that you guys would know?
I need to go quick bathroom.
Okay. You guys see... Well, you see... Okay, you would see Amani. That's who you guys would know. That would make sense. Okay. So, you see Amani, and she's standing sort of where the bleachers are, like where the council usually sits. And there are like a lot of council members kind of sitting in that general area. And you see Amani talking to someone, and like Ronaldo rushes over to her and like approaches her, and she's like, what is happening? And Ronaldo is like, I think that they should explain it to you, but I'm really glad you're okay. I thought something happened to you. And she's like, I'm fine. She's gonna look over at Nyx. She likes you the most. She's gonna be like, what exactly happened here? Because we're still trying to put together the pieces.
Okay. Nyx is gonna like gather all her composure and just gonna be like, we came in here because Lindsey wasn't answering, and we had gotten Travis, which we had been looking for. Well, we came in the Elysium. We were waiting for Lindsey until we realized the bloodbath in the jail cells. I don't know if you guys noticed that already.
Yes.
Once we entered, there was, I guess, one of the prisoners was still waiting there. His name is Vincent. He proceeded to summon a demon or something, some disgusting creature from the abyss of hell.
Okay.
I guess he summoned also like that black, thick fog
Okay.
thing.
Yeah.
I had seen somebody in the courtyard, which I thought was members of the council. Apparently, they might have not been. And once I went upstairs to see if they were still there, there was that thick blanket of fog outside as well. So I returned downstairs and went to the desk where Roman had the buttons. We needed to find a way to get out. And the stairs were blocked. And we didn't know what to do, so we pressed all the buttons. And finally, we figured out which was the button for the stairs.
Yeah.
We managed to get out,
Okay.
and we went looking for Lindsey. She is possibly at a very safe place, but there was somebody that we saw at the tomb of Marie. One of the two ghosts that were there was there also outside, possibly waiting for her to come
Did
out
they
and maybe.
tell you who they were?
I tried to attack them, and I was stunned, and I am hurt,
Were they
and
male
I do not
or
remember
female?
any. Male.
Okay.
And then we decided to come and look for others because we also don't know where Catalina is.
Catalina is here, sort of sorting out what all is happening here, because we all sort of were called here thinking we needed to meet with her, and this is what we sort of showed up to. So no one knew what
Victor
happened.
wasn't here anymore.
Vincent.
Vincent.
Not that I don't think so. We haven't seen anyone. We didn't know what took place in there. We just went in there and saw
he was here,
the
and he
leftovers.
also mentioned his sister Violet.
Okay.
None of us have any memory of this. Sparta pipes in.
Of what?
Colette, Sparta, and Alejandro do not remember meeting the male ghost guy at the super secret location where
Okay.
Lindsey is. I did see her going in there with my premonition.
And Lindsey is hurt as well.
Okay. Well, if you all would give me a moment, I'm going to go and find Catalina and have a word with her. You guys just wait here. And she's gonna go up the stairs to the VIP section. Disappear up the stairs. Colette's gonna kind of.
Nix is going to lay down onto like flat onto some whatever.
Okay, just on the ground. Colette is gonna look around the room, at all of the important people in town. And she's gonna just say, like, really quietly, I can't believe we summoned everyone here.
I can't believe that it wasn't Sparta.
I mean,
I think someone
Next
someone
is
should
gonna
listen to
like
their
be
own
like,
tip. Count to 25.
did we or did we not get out?
How would we have known what those buttons did? We
And
were
to be
just
fair,
I
it was my
saw
suggestion.
true.
I saw that it was buttons, and I was trying to figure out the configuration. We did get out, and
You
possibly
treat you
all
like a
these
goddamn
very
Mortal Kombat fucking joystick on an arcade machine.
Okay, I said this because I thought it was funny. I wasn't trying to accuse you of anything. Whatever he's trying to do, don't associate that with
You
me.
know what?
I am, and she's gonna get up very like, and she's gonna literally move away and like go to whatever. Like, is there like actual group of people like talking or whatever?
There's multiple groups of people around you. All the like council members and like elders and those types of people around.
Yeah, she's gonna go towards one of the groups. And not like sit or like whatever, but like kind of towards them, maybe like intimidating the others to come over to her. She doesn't give a fuck at this point. She's just gonna sit down there and like just be like,
You mean like on the bleacher area? Is that what you're talking about? Okay, got it.
Sparta will look at Alejandro and say, at least we got out. We can deal with the consequences later.
Yeah, the consequences would be our heads.
I don't
Because
think
we
so. I
literally-
mean,
we
after
literally
everything
just
that
summoned
happened
the
tonight.
whole freaking party in here blindly.
I mean,
yeah,
they
but
can
look at the
handle
crazy
themselves.
shit. And after everything that happened here, look, it is what
either
it is.
that or walk into our own deaths, which I don't think anybody in this room would expect us to do.
Exactly.
Because the only exit we knew of was not an option. So
Let's see what happens. Let's see what Catalina says. Look, I'm still trying to figure out who those three at the courtyard was, if they weren't actual members.
I agree. That is very suspicious. Why would they be here?
Pick up their buddy.
And who were they really?
I don't know.
I don't give a
I don't know.
fuck. I'm just ready for this shit to be over.
I just want to go home.
This is making my brain hurt.
There's nothing stopping you.
Don't start.
Colette like says that like, please leave. Just leave already.
Sparta just says, let's just wait for Catalina and them, and then he'll just go sit down.
Colette is going to walk like kind of across from where the bleachers are. There's like two pillars that kind of come down, and she's gonna lean against one of those, and she's like on her phone texting, doing something, texting Penelope and being like, well, found Catalina. Surprise. Found this really cool box and it's got buttons that could do cool things. Anyway, she's gonna update Penelope and Ashley. And probably a good like 15-20 minutes go by and Penelope and Ashley will actually show up and like join Colette. They're like talking and whatever. And Colette and Penelope and Ashley seem like really relaxed. Like you can actually see like Colette like talking and being like really gesturing, and Penelope's like laughing at whatever Colette's saying. She's probably just talking about how fucking shit of a night it's been and like, what the fuck, dude? Like, what is my life? But Colette seems really relaxed with Ashley and Penelope kind of like in their little huddle talking. And they're like cutting up. They don't seem that bothered at this particular moment. Another probably I'd say 10 minutes or so go by, and then eventually Catalina and Imani and a couple of others will walk down, and she sort of as soon as Catalina is like in this space and like people can see her, they're quiet down and nobody's talking. Sort of kind of the normal vibe of around Catalina. Everybody just shuts up and doesn't talk. So Catalina is going to kind of look around the room. Even she seems sort of like, what the fuck, dude? Everybody in this town is just like at the point of being like, I'm fucking tired of it. I'm tired of these games. I'm tired of this fucking Isaiah idiot. But they're all just sort of annoyed. Catalina basically instructs everybody to go back to their homes, and that everything else is like no one is needed here for the rest of the night. And then she's gonna approach you. Well, I guess you guys are kind of all scattered around. She's going to approach someone.
She wasn't on the bleachers. I'm the only one in the bleachers, so I would be like the closest one technically.
Well, no, I would have went and
He sat
next
down
to
on
you.
the bleachers. Okay.
So me and Sparta are together.
Okay, so she's gonna walk over to you guys, since you're the kind of the closest in proximity of her. She's gonna be like, well, it sounds like you guys certainly had quite the night.
Eden is gonna put herself up like that and like, you know, stand straight as possible she could possibly do right now. I'm sorry to have brought all of these kindred here for, I don't know, I'm sorry.
It was my fault, Prince. It was my suggestion and my plan.
She's gonna like sort of laugh a little and just like, you guys have done nothing wrong. You have nothing to apologize for. So, we do need to locate Lindsey.
We got a location from Lev earlier, and we went and checked, and I used my premonition, and from what I saw, she was inside that spot, that location that Lev gave us. Sparta has it.
She does seem to be injured, but
she looked injured. She was crawling onto it, so I don't know. But as I told Imani, there was one of the two Tremere that were ghosts in the cemetery that night. The male.
Yes, we
was there.
Believe that to be August, which you don't necessarily know, but
I saw the name on the ward.
What name? August?
August.
Okay. Catalina's gonna kind of like be like, and she's gonna look at Imani, and they're both like nodding at each other, like they have previously thought that who it was, but didn't have any like proof.
Yeah,
And
there
so
was
Imani's
Lindsay's name and August's name on a ward that looked like um the one on the tombs, but different.
interesting. Is
Hmm.
Imani. Where was the location? And Catalina sort of cuts her off and she's like, I know where Lindsay is, so we can handle it. And Imani's like, okay. Yes. And Catalina basically is gonna tell you guys to go home. You've done enough. um, and that it before that when you get to your safe house to make sure that it's safe, obviously, because Vincent is gone and they're not really sure where he is. Obviously, these people know where everybody lives and all that kind of stuff. They don't know what's going to happen next. So basically, she's like, get to somewhere safe, wherever that might be. And she's just going to leave without saying goodbye because that's Catalina's style.
Yeah.
And Imani will say goodbye. She's a little bit more polite. And she's gonna tell I'm glad that you guys are okay. Like, that
Imani,
whole spiel.
wait,
Yes.
I have a question.
Okay.
Is there a way for us to get through wards like that, or is it possible that possibly August, had a ward on himself?
Those are two different questions, but first
Yes.
question, like before when I told you about, or when you learned about wards at the tomb, the only way to basically destroy a ward is to destroy whatever object it's on. That's the only way to do that.
And how is there a specific way to destroy the objects?
Just not necessarily. You can just hit it, destroy it, break it. Just break whatever the object is.
August,
Preferably without touching it yourself, because that is what will trigger it.
So if we had a hammer, for example, that would have been fine.
Yeah, just don't touch it with your physical
hands.
Yeah, body.
Okay.
And you said something about if he had a ward on himself. It's not a common practice, but yeah, in theory, he could have.
Because I tried to take him by surprise.
Mm-hmm.
And once I touched him, I was shocked. Yeah, unconscious for a while.
Yeah, the interesting and dangerous thing about wards is they can be put on basically any object, depending on what you're trying to do. If it is a warding circle, typically those are on like a surface, like the ground. But wards are a little different. You can place it on an object, and that object, like it could be anything, and that object is protected with whatever ward you've placed upon it. So
he
in theory, yes, he could have. It's not typically a common practice to use it in that way, but I could see how maybe somebody could use it as a line of defense, so to speak.
It was a very successful line of defense for sure.
Sounds like we're dealing with some very strategic people, so it wouldn't surprise me if they would go to measures of like that to protect themselves.
So in that case, we can't really do anything about it.
Not unless we can identify what on him had the ward
The ward.
and destroy it. That doesn't mean we can't attack him in other ways. So that is really
Well,
good to know.
Would a
Yes.
gun work?
Yes, absolutely. It's not. So she's going to kind of like look toward the stairs because she knows she needs to go, but she like wants to explain to you guys because obviously this is a real threat now. Like you guys might need to know this information. So wards are, unless it's a ward circle and you enter the circle, that's completely different. A ward on an object, unless you touch that object physically, it has no effect on you. So the reason it affected you is because you physically touched it. So it's not like it creates a barrier of protection. That's not what's happening with that. It just is physically, if sort of think of it as it is a means to incapacitate your enemy for a brief moment so that you can protect yourself. It doesn't actually protect you. It just fights off someone else so that you can attack them. Because I'm assuming it hurt you quite badly, as I can see, and you weren't in no position to defend yourself, correct? That's what the goal is. So then if he wanted to take her out or flee, he has that moment to do that. So it doesn't create a force field sort of around you. You're not invincible. You can still shoot him. You can still use other things to kill him.
Can you put a ward on your body itself?
She's going to think, because I actually don't know if that would work. Like, how wards work. It doesn't really say. I mean, I guess in theory it's an object.
It's an interpretation. Yeah, it's skin.
Yeah, why not? She'll say yeah. She'll be like, I guess if you really wanted to, then certainly. It's an object just like any other material thing. It's just made of different types of matter. I've never done it, but
I guess it's something to consider. Like you said, they seem to be
Well prepared.
yeah.
very experimental with their techniques. It seems like.
Yeah, everything about these people seems a bit strange. The way they do things. It's very mysterious.
Well, I'm sorry, I don't mean to keep you any longer. Thank you for answering.
Yeah, no problem.
These questions.
If somebody's using these things against us, then you should understand how it works.
And yes, everybody should not approach physically any of these people, because if they can do this, then I bet that they would be utilizing this against us.
Okay.
We appreciate. Thank you for your time.
Of course. Glad you guys are okay.
It's okay if we can be, I guess.
Yeah. She's gonna leave at that. Yeah. She's like, yeah, girlfriend. We are all in the same boat with that shit. Trust me, yeah. This is getting weird. These people are doing shit that we don't usually do. Not in our little city. They've been breaking all the rules for weeks now.
Yep.
So, Amani's gonna disappear up the stairs. And after Imani's gone, Colette will kind of come over, and approach you guys and be like, so what's the plan? Because she was actually not even paying attention. She was over with Ashley and Penelope.
Well, the prince told us to find a safe space and go. And
Make sure it's secure.
make sure it's secure and lay low for the moment because Vincent is out.
Okay. Well,
Fuck.
what's wrong?
I forgot to ask.
Forgot to ask what?
Well, clearly not many of us have encountered what are they named? Your name? Sombras? La
Sombra?
Yes. And maybe knowing a little bit more about it. Like, what the fuck was that demon from hell? Like,
I've never seen anything like it, and I've seen some weird shit.
well, all I know is that if you know your enemy better, you have better chances of fighting them. Right?
Well, Ashley and Penelope might know more about that. They've been around for a while. Colette's gonna say. Colette knows how old they are. Why don't we... Colette's gonna like... Instead of staying at the safe house tonight, because everybody knows we've been staying there, why don't we stay at my place? Not a lot of people in the city know where I live. If we ensure that we're not followed, then it might be the safest place for us tonight, and we can figure out what tomorrow brings us.
Nyx is immediately happier. She's not saying anything. Like, she's just like,
Colette
You're
is
just not.
kind of annoyed at like the gesture, but like understands that it really probably is one of the safest places because she keeps her residence hidden on purpose so that it can be a safe place for her and Ashley to go to. Not a lot of people really know that she resides there. So she's going to be like, okay, well, I'll have Ashley and Penelope stay with us tonight and we can just all go out to the lake. So not a lot of people around. Like I said, a lot of people don't know I live there. So I think that it'll probably be the safest place for us to go. And she looks at Sparta and she says, like I said before, if you tell anyone where I live, I'll kill you.
My lips are sealed.
And you get you hear in the tone of her voice that she is like poking fun. Like she's like, it's a joke. But
As long as you have a comfy couch, my lips are sealed.
Big comfy couch. So she's gonna walk back over to Ashley and Penelope and have like a little chat with them. Then you'll see them disappear up the VIP stairs because they special like that. And at this point, a lot of the people in the room have left. As soon as Catalina was basically like, false alarm, I didn't actually want to talk to you. You can go home. Or wherever the fuck you want to go. A lot of people left. There's only like a couple of people kind of sitting around at this point. So I was just talking, hanging out. So...
you know what we should have asked?
What?
If everybody made it. Or if we're missing somebody tonight.
Oh, you're right. We don't know how many people got hurt.
We don't know how many people made it, and maybe if some didn't or didn't see it.
We forgot to ask about Roman.
My mind is not in the right place.
Roman feels like a traitor.
It's been a long night. We'll make sure to bring it up tomorrow when we meet up.
Let me put a mental note down on my notepad. My handy dandy notepad.
Okay. So Colette's gonna have a brief little conversation. They disappear. She's gonna like start just walking out because you guys. She already told you guys where you were going. So I don't know where the hell Alejandro is at this point. If he was anywhere nearby, then he heard. If not, somebody can stop and tell him.
Alejandro's just been standing by himself with his phone.
Okay.
Sparta will look, just wave him over.
What?
I love you, Dookie Dookie.
So we have some orders. We're calling it a night. We're going to be staying at Colette's.
I mean, they said find somewhere safe, right? I'm pretty sure I'm not welcome there.
I don't think
Here-
we have any choice.
We got a safe house. It works.
We were told to find a place that was secure.
That word has been thrown around so much. Yeah, actually has lost complete sense at this point.
Let's just forget about all of that shit for tonight. It has been a long one. We've seen some shit tonight. My brain hurts at this point. Can we please just go there and just call it a night?
Fine.
And Sparta will look at Nix and Alejandro and just kind of like nod towards the door. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm gonna use Sparta as my little like no,
As the
whatever.
crutch.
And my crutch, yeah, my crutch. Here you go. And I'm going out towards the car. And then I guess like we're gonna follow Colette.
Yeah, you'd
Yep.
follow Colette back to her house. When you guys get back to Colette's house, you... How do I want to do this? Colette's going to... You don't see any driveway. You don't see any driveway. Fuck, my brain.
Everything disappeared.
Everything is just a figment of your
There's no
imagination.
There's
It's
nothing.
yep,
Oh, how
it's not there
the
anymore.
lake
Just nothing is there.
It's the strangest thing.
It's the field now.
It's not even a lake.
No lake, zero, just a mountain. Like a little mountain there, just lonely.
These are our brains at this point. You don't see any cars in the driveway is what I was trying to say. And Colette is going to kind of like pull over to the side a little on the driveway and make room for you and like roll down the window and like stick her arm out, gesture you to like move forward. So I'm assuming you're gonna drive up beside her, roll down the window. She's gonna say, drive into the garage and just park and wait.
Go drive to the garage,
Okay.
turn the car off, and wait.
Okay. When you guys, Colette's like, I'm fucking tired, bro. You guys pull into the drive or the garage, and as soon as you're sort of in all the way, the garage door closes behind you. And as soon as the I can do this. It's fine, Jenna. You got this. This is the end. As soon as the garage door is closed, you guys begin to lower beneath the ground. And slowly as you're lowering and lowering, you're kind of like, the fuck is this? An elevator for cars? Which it is. And then it's going to open up into a garage underground. And you will see Ashley's Range Rover and Penelope's little SUV that she always rides in with her guards. And they're parked there, and they're all standing outside their cars. This is like a large, looks like just a large underground garage for cars.
This is Batman's cave.
Right?
So you guys will kind of get all the way down. The little elevator thing will stop. And
I thought this was only in movies.
you can drive
This is
in.
so fucking cool. Hell yeah. Nyx is gonna like go and park her car like in whatever
Right
spot.
next to Ashley's beautiful Range Rover.
Exactly. Right
Right
next
where it
to
belongs.
Yeah, I'm like, I thought this fucking place was amazing already, and now it's even cooler. What the fuck? How do I get one of these places? What do I need to suck to get it?
Oh, wow.
So badass.
Wow.
Ow, 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 I can't laugh. Sparta, shut up.
When you guys get off of the little elevator thing, it goes back up. And Alejandro, from outside, you guys have just been sitting in the car waiting, you and Colette. She's sort of sitting in front of the garage door. And you don't know what's happening. You're like, what the fuck are we waiting for? The garage door will open again. The car's gone. She's going to pull in. And then you guys would sort of descend into the secret garage underground.
Yeah, no, I guess we're gonna be in outside of the car, the Porsche.
Yeah.
Just chatting it up. I'm at this point, I'm trying to like, I'm literally like that joke was actually happening.
She's like, I literally need to know who to talk
Like,
to.
I literally need who to suck right now because I need this. Like,
so you guys are having that conversation with Ashley. Ashley will gladly tell you. Me.
Right?
surprise,
Surprise.
it's me.
Let me ask Colette if she minds a third.
Sugar Mama Ashley.
If you do ask Ashley, like, who got this house for Colette or whatever, she will tell you that it was her.
I mean, is Ashley down there? I thought
Yeah.
that she might. Yeah.
Ashley and Penelope were standing outside their car.
Yeah, no, I'm totally gonna go over and be like, oh my god, this is fucking so fucking cool. Like,
Hey.
how the like, and I so that conversation happened with them
Okay.
there.
Okay. Yeah. So she'll tell you, like, oh yeah, I got this house for her and we designed it and blah 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 and whatever. And she's gonna explain like this was more like her idea, but
And Sparta be like, this is like some James Bond shit. I gotta get me one of these.
Yeah, I thought about like the Bat Cave. That's some shit right there. Love it. Ashley's like,
Colette, she's gonna be like, yeah, Colette's her own superhero. And she's like trying to relate it to something. Like she's trying to relate it to something. She's like, yeah.
yeah.
Colette will park and get out of the car and sort of like join you guys. Do you guys say anything about the Bat Cave? Oh Jesus.
Yeah. Colette, I love your Bat Cave. It's amazing.
Well, wait till you see all of it.
It feels like we're in a James Bond movie. I love it.
Yes.
Yeah, the house is just for show. I don't actually use like any parts of the house. Usually I'm down here, so come on. And she like gestures for you guys to follow her. And you guys follow her.
I'm legit like this, and I'm like, I turn around over to Steve Sparta, and I'm like,
What? It really is a bat cave.
Yeah, no, I'm like, at this point, I'm in pain, but I'm excited and I'm following her.
She's like, hell
Absolutely.
yeah, I'm down. So, Colette's gonna lead you guys out of this sort of garage area. And you'll notice that the guards that are with Ashley and Penelope will stay in this area. They don't actually follow you into like the quote unquote living quarters. Excuse me. You guys go into a different room and it opens up into like the room that it leads you into is kind of God, my makeup. Why does this always happen to me? Okay. It opens up into like a common room. And there's couches and chairs and it's like just like an entertainment type room. TVs, big ass, huge TV. You know, sort of living space, so to speak. And that's like the big main area that it opens up to. And you can see that when you look both right and left, there are hallways that lead both ways to go to different areas. And she's like, I'm sure you guys can decide who's going to sleep where. There is an extra bedroom. If somebody wants a bedroom, there's a room down the hall. If you go down this hall, and she points like to the hall to the right that leads down there, you can see one single door sort of at the end of this hallway. There's room down there that someone can stay in. The other way are two doors. You don't know what's behind them because they're closed, but there's two doors the other direction. She's like,
I'll take the couch.
Mi casa, su casa. If you want to
I'm
go
gonna go
upstairs,
to the bed.
I assumed. If you want to go to the stairs, and she's gonna like point off on the other side of the room, and there is an elevator. But you're gonna notice that everything, you are underground, obviously. Everything seems like all of the walls don't seem to be made out of normal kind of material. And even like the doors, when you look at the doors, they seem to be made out of some type of other material. You'd have to get up close to like really see. But it really does seem like this is like the ultimate safe house. Like if you needed to come in here and hide, people would have a hard time getting in. And if they even knew how to get in the elevator. Because I'm assuming up top on the elevator doesn't show that there's an actual elevator. It's hidden. So she's going to sort of gesture that to everyone. Ashley and Penelope, while she's sort of like bringing you guys into the space, are going to go down the opposite hallway as the one she said you could go down. And they're going to go into one of the bedrooms down there. She's like,
I am
Sparta
gonna go
hop
rest.
on the couch and lay down.
Is there a bathroom in that room?
yeah, there's everything you would need.
Okay. Yeah, Nyx is gonna go and take a shower and rest.
Okay. When you go into the room, you go in there. When you open the door is huge. It is like really thick. And it's made of some type of metal. It is not like a normal door. Like when you open it, it's like gong, and it's like just this huge, massive like steel door.
Nobody is coming in, I guess. We're getting out. Sheesh.
We are in a bunker.
Basically. And when you get into the room, if you're gonna like start looking around, which I'm assuming you would, and especially in like the bedroom and or the bathroom and whatnot, you can see like there's clothes in the closet. There's all sorts of clothes, male and female. And there's towels and all kinds of like everything that you could imagine on the dresser. There's like perfumes. There's like You can tell that Ashley has stalked this bedroom for like no matter who stays in this bedroom, they have clothes and they can smell nice and they can look nice and like everything's
Love it.
like designer shit. It's all like nice clothes, nice stuff. There's pajamas. There's everything that you would need to spend the night in this place. So that's
Perfect.
when Colette said there's everything you need. She literally means there's like literally everything you
Fantastic.
need. Like being at home. Don't worry, my girlfriend thinks of everything. She even wants to make sure you smell nice while you're here. So yeah, you go into this weird bunker room and you're kind of like right at home. It's nice. It's beautiful. The aesthetic inside, the way that it's designed is a lot like how it's designed upstairs in the actual house. So it is appealing. You know what I mean? It doesn't look like you're in this like ugly bunker. It is a nice place. So that's what your room looks like when you go in there. And Colette's gonna go down and join Penelope and Ashley in their room.
Sparta's just asleep on the couch at this point.
Well, you wouldn't be asleep yet.
Yeah, just laying.
Laying on the couch.
Just laying on the couch.
Ready to sleep. He's like, I'm ready. Take me.
Fucking sun come up already.
Okay.
Alejandro's just looking around.
Looking around.
Yeah, looking around, seeing if he can see something of interest. Because he was told something before.
Am I supposed to know what you're
And
talking
someone-
about?
Hmm?
Am I supposed to know what you're talking about to help you toward whatever you're looking for? Because I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
I'm just trying to figure out the layers that is Colette. That someone else told him about.
Okay. I didn't know if there was like an object that I had told
Like
you
an
something.
object picture. Like something that, you know.
So you're just kind of exploring the space?
Yeah. Pretty much just exploring, looking around.
As you walk around, you will notice on one of the walls, sort of, there's kind of like this bar area. It kind of reminds you of the same vibe as that common room in Ashley and Penelope's house. There's kind of like this little bar area just for like shits and giggles. And get it together, Duke. Over near that area, you'll notice that on the wall over there, there's all sorts of pictures, and they seem to be like family pictures. And as you're sort of like looking through, you can see Colette. There's quite a few pictures of Colette with lots of different people. And just based off of some of them, you can tell that they are old pictures. These people seem to be her family, friends, people she grew up with, people from her old life. There's pictures of her in uniform with her cop friends, things like that, drinking at a bar, just shit like that. Pictures all kind of scattered all over this one particular wall. And these are the people that she carries with her. You'd also see her badge. That'd be kind of like hung up there in a plaque. You'd see her badge. It has her last name on it. I'm trying to remember her last name. Valor, I think. I forgot her
That
last
has
name.
never been touched upon.
Varen, sorry. Varen is her last name. And you see it on her, badge.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of the house is like, this is the only place that seems to have anything personal. If, like, you're looking around at the rest of it, it's like paintings, things like that. You're gonna assume it's probably Penelope's shit, just like everybody else's house around here. Everybody has Penelope's paintings in their houses. There are paintings. It is nicely decorated, just like upstairs. It is a nice looking space like that. But at this bar, you can see all of these sort of personal pictures.
Alejandro's last words that he says before walking out of that room is going to be, I guess Brock was right. There is more layers to you. And he's just going to try to find a place to sleep.
There's quite a few couches. There's big chairs, that kind of stuff in this whole space. There's like 2 big couches, some big oversized chairs. It looks like a place that she would like hang out and watch TV and chill. So I'm assuming Sparta's on one of the couches, so you'd definitely be able to take up one of the other couch, unless you're going to go snuggle with Nyx.
Try to open that door.
Or Colette. Even worse idea.
We'll cuddle with Penelope.
Oh,
Good luck.
she might be single. Good luck.
No, that would be, oh, hi. Yeah, remember me? Hold on, let me just to repay you your favor.
You can always go cuddle with Sparta.
True.
Fuck no.
If you're in the cuddling mood. I'm sure Sparta will always welcome some cuddles. All right. So, Alejandro finds his way to one of the couches, the one that's not occupied. Nyx, you just shower and get in bed, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
I found like a nice slip-on like camisole or something, and just get in fucking bed and wait for the slumber to come.
Wait for
through.
the blood to heal you.
Yeah, one fucking aggravated damage at a time. Fuck.
I thought you could do 2 because of your blood potency.
Yes, I can, bitch.
Yes, so you can heal 2.
Oh, that is amazing. Amazing.
That is good news.
Which means you won't be crippled in the morning.
No. You'll still be hurt, but you won't be like,
I'll still
you
be
can
hurt,
still do shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Welcome to Sparta world.
So you guys can't hear it because those doors are massive, so sound isn't gonna travel easily. But you 2 that are sort of in the common room, eventually you'll hear like one of the doors open and close, and then the other open and close. This is just Penelope going into her room for the night. And everyone's gonna retreat for the night and fall away into the slumber. And that is where we will end it tonight. Everyone's sleeping in the James Bond house.
Right?
Love it.